coming to punch. All right, I'm going to use the swords to help kind of provide a little bit more of a demonstration and visual example. So as we've talked about before, when you're executing the Wing Chun punch, I don't ever want to voluntarily or initially, with my own idea of thought, snap my wrist like this. All right. The idea of the snap of the wrist should be from the elbow pushing forward, and then as it extends out, it naturally snaps into place at the end. I don't ever want to come in and think like, oh, I'm going to hit somebody, and at the very last second, I'm going to be able to have the thought and focus to be able to snap my wrist at the very end. All right? If you've ever played any sports in your life, tennis, baseball, whatever, you know, where you're using something in your hand, you're going to know that if the ball's coming at you with any type of true velocity to it, there's no way that you're going to just break your wrist at the end there. So when you're doing the snaps of the wrist, it's coming from the push of the elbow to come forward with that. My elbow is pushing forward, and then as it reaches the apex of its motion, the sword in this case is going to get pushed out to snap. All right, I'm not coming in here thinking I'm going to come in and, oh, chop this way, or even chop this way, chop back. All right, the snap of the sword in this case is coming because of the extension of the elbow, or in this case, the retraction of the elbow. So I'm not thinking this motion right here, just using my wrist, all right? There's going to be very little power execution if you just try to use your wrist. You want to ultimately be able to use the arm to be able to do the motion. So whether I'm punching it out or I'm coming in here and using the sword. You learn to use the arm, and then with greater levels of coordination and body control, then you're learning to use the body behind it so that when the impact happens, it's not just my arm doing that impact, it's my whole body coming forward to be able to support the arm as it's doing its job. It's doing its motion. All right, hope this helps. Good luck.